What if the life you built for your family made you invisible in the home you paid for? I sat at my kitchen table, trembling, not with fear, but with a grief so deep it made it hard to breathe. In my hands were the papers, the house my son, Jamal, had bought with my life savings. I had imagined this house as my sanctuary, a place where I could grow old, surrounded by family, laughter, and love. But the phone call I overheard shattered that dream. Jamal's voice rang out, full of excitement, speaking to his wife, Keisha. "Yeah, baby, everything's set. The house is ours." His laugh, the same one that used to make me smile when he was a boy, now twisted in my chest. Then came the words that stabbed me like cold knives. "Your mama will be so happy to live with us. Miss Cynthia will have the room with the garden view." Miss Cynthia, his mother-in-law, not me. My heart stopped. The mother I had thought would share my golden years, the woman I dreamed would live with us in the home I sacrificed so much for, was taking the room I had imagined as my own. And Jamal said it so casually, as if I were just an inconvenience. "She's fine in her apartment, more peaceful for everyone, us, the kids, and your mom, a real family." I had given everything, my life savings, my mother's jewelry, even the security I had worked for decades to maintain, and now I realized I was not considered part of their real family. The memories crashed over me. 6 months ago, Jamal had come to my apartment with that sad puppy dog face. "Mama, I found the perfect house. It's everything Keisha and I dreamed of, but I need your help. Just $20,000 for the down payment. I promise I'll pay you back in 2 years, Mama, and you'll always have a place with us." Those words had filled me with hope. For the first time, I imagined dinners, laughter, holidays, in a home I could truly call my own. But now, sitting alone in my kitchen, the rain sliding down the window like tears, I realized I had been blind. I had been giving and sacrificing without considering my own place, my own needs. For the first time in decades, I felt the sharp edge of clarity. My love had been used, my life savings invested in my own exclusion. And yet, deep inside, a cold, steady determination began to grow. Tomorrow, I will start counting the cost of my love, the money, and the sacrifices, and find the courage to take back what is mine. Sometimes, love can cost you everything, and you don't even realize it. The next morning, I brewed my coffee and opened my old notebook, not to jot down bills or grocery lists, but to account for the true cost of my love. Every dollar I had lent to Jamal over the past 5 years flashed before me like a cruel reminder. $2,000 for a used car, $800 to fix the transmission, $10,000 for school uniforms and supplies, $700 for Keisha's dentist, $3,000 to cover credit card debt, and now $20,000 for the house. Total $48,300. $48,000. Dollars I had saved painstakingly over decades, denying myself small pleasures, skipping vacations, buying cheap clothes, packing my lunch. Every sacrifice made to secure my son's future. And now, I had nothing to show for it but the harsh realization that I was not part of their real family. The thought twisted inside me. How had my generosity become my own undoing? How had my lifelong devotion been transformed into my own exclusion? I reached for the phone. First, a call to the bank. I removed Jamal as an authorized user from my accounts, canceled his debit card, opened a new secret savings account. For the first time in decades, I felt a spark I had almost forgotten. Control, independence, power. the realization that my money and my life were finally mine. But even as I felt this growing strength, Jamal's text arrived, urgent and pleading. $3,000 more for the movers, for paint, for furniture. The next installment in the life I had already built with my savings. And the audacity of it made my hands tremble. I stared at my phone, my heart racing. They expected me to give more, to invest further in a home where I would have no voice, no room, no recognition. I could feel anger rising, but beneath it was a new emotion, sharper and steadier than anything I'd felt in years, resolute. I would not give another dollar without respect. I would not allow my love and labor to be treated as an endless well. I would claim what had been mine all along, my life, my dignity, my independence. They want me to give again, but this time I will stand firm, and they will finally see a mother who is no longer invisible. When you stop being afraid, people panic. 3 days passed. My phone was a constant alarm of missed calls, texts, and voicemails. Jamal, Keisha, even the kids, all desperate for a response. Each message was a reminder of my role, the endlessly giving mother, expected to drop everything for them, no questions asked. But I didn't answer, not yet. I had plans of my own. First, the bank. I transferred $10,000 into a new secret account completely under my control. Jamal would never know about it, never touch it. It was mine, my independence, my safety net. Next, the lawyer. Michael Carter's small office smelled of leather and polished wood. He was patient, professional, and understood the weight of older people making decisions about finances and wills. I explained everything. The $48,300 I had given over 5 years, the house, Jamal and Keisha's plans to exclude me. I didn't cry. I didn't plead. I explained the facts. Michael listened, nodding, occasionally jotting notes. He offered solutions, changes to my will, conditional inheritance for Jamal based on commitments, and even charitable donations. I realized for the first time that my life could be shaped by my choices, not by my son's demands. At 4 p.m., the knocking came. Insistent, impatient, Jamal and Keisha stood outside, faces painted with worry. "Mama, why didn't you answer? We were so worried." I opened the door, slowly, feeling the power in my own posture. "And what about the worry you caused me?" Jamal faltered. Keisha went pale. I told them, calmly, exactly what I had discovered. Every plan to exclude me, every thought of me as a burden, every time they treated my love and my savings as an endless well. Their confidence faltered, replaced with genuine shock. You've been serious all this time?" Jamal stammered. "Mama, we didn't..." I see it clearly now. I am not invisible. I am not a financial resource. I am not someone to be managed. They stared, unable to respond. For the first time, I felt the weight of respect shift. The mother who had been passive, polite, and accommodating for decades was gone. In her place was someone they had never imagined. Assertive, aware, independent. Today, I will close the door, not in anger, but in strength, and show them that boundaries are not negotiable. Sometimes the strongest thing a mother can do is say no. Jamal's face crumpled as he tried to speak. Keisha reached out, her expression pleading. "Mama, please, we'll make room for you. We changed our minds." I shook my head slowly, steadying my voice. "No, you only changed your minds because you feared losing something. You don't want me, you want my help." The words hit them like a cold wind. Jamal's puppy dog expression, the one that had always softened my heart, vanished. In its place was shock and disbelief. Keisha's hand froze in midair. "I am not your Bank of Dolores. The $3,000 you're asking for your move, you will find it elsewhere. Not a single cent will come from me. Not now, not ever again." Their silence was deafening. Jamal, my son, always used to assume my love and resources were limitless. Now he saw the reality. The well had dried up. Respect, care, and consideration cannot be purchased with money. For a moment, I saw them, two grown adults suddenly facing the consequences of underestimating the woman who raised them. The realization seemed to stun them. They had planned to manipulate, persuade, and rely on me. But all that was gone. I closed the door gently, but with finality. Leaning against it, my legs weak, I let the enormity of the moment wash over me. Exhaustion mingled with a profound sense of liberation. For decades, my life revolved around the needs, wants, and whims of others. Now I stood firm for myself. Sitting in my favorite chair by the window, I watched the sun glint off the streets outside. For the first time, the world didn't feel like it was demanding something from me. It was just me, the air, the light, and the possibilities. I realized something essential. Boundaries are not cruel, they are necessary. They are a way to honor oneself, to claim dignity, to insist that love cannot be taken for granted. For the first time in years, I was not afraid of being alone. I was afraid of being taken for granted, and now I wouldn't allow it. And as I sat there, a quiet determination settled in. My life, my money, my happiness, they are mine to protect. My son and his family could no longer assume access, nor could they dismiss my feelings. Sometimes the hardest choice is the one that saves your soul. The morning sun filtered through my apartment window, casting golden streaks across my hands. Hands that had worked tirelessly, sacrificed endlessly, and given everything without expectation. Today, those hands would be mine. I dressed carefully, brushed my hair, and applied a little makeup. Not for anyone else, but for me. For the first time in decades, I felt the simple joy of being alive for myself. I called my friend Leonida. "Hey girl, how's your day?" I asked, smiling. Jamal had tried again. The texts and calls poured in, but I let them wait. Today wasn't about their panic, their guilt, or their pleas. It was about my clarity, my decisions, my independence. I walked to the park near my apartment, the city alive around me. Children laughed on swings, couples strolled hand in hand, and elderly couples shared quiet moments on benches. For a long while, I just watched, breathing deeply, savoring the freedom of unhurried thought. Sitting under the big oak tree I loved, I realized something profound. My worth was never defined by how much I could give others. My dignity was not measured by my sacrifices. My love, though generous, deserved respect and acknowledgement. And most importantly, I had the power to set boundaries. Back at home, I checked the new savings account. The $10,000 I had set aside for myself gleamed like a promise that I would never again be used, manipulated, or overlooked. My will was in progress, updated to reflect not just Jamal, but also charities and causes that mattered to me. A part of my life's work would now reach beyond my immediate family, touching lives that truly needed help. Later, Jamal and Keisha came knocking again. I opened the door, calm, composed, unshaken. "Mama, we need to talk," Jamal said, hesitation in his voice. I smiled softly, the kind of smile that carries peace and resolve. "We can talk, son, but today I am not here to give. Today I am here to live." And I meant it. For the first time, I felt the fullness of self-respect. I wasn't angry, not really. I was free. Free from the expectation that my life revolved around everyone else. Free from being invisible in my own story. That evening, I sat by my window again, the city lights twinkling below. I had chosen myself. And in that choice, I found a quiet strength, a joy I had long forgotten, and the certainty that my life and my happiness was mine to claim. The woman who had once given everything without question was gone. In her place stood a mother, a woman, a human being who chose herself. And finally, she was whole.